am live. Hello everybody, welcome inside of Bowman Gray Stadium in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Today's race is the third round of the Maverik E-Truck Series as we get ready to tackle the Madhouse. The track that was a horse racetrack converted into a paved racetrack is also the home to not only motor racing, but the Winston-Salem State Rams Division II football program. I'd like to welcome you here on the Nick the Rabbit channel, as unfortunately we do not have a stream key for Perez Broadcasting Network, or Perez Sports Network, who normally does the races for this. Don't know what's going on with Gianna, but she did not send me a stream key. So, that being said, what the hell are you guys doing? Let's take a look at some of your driver spotlights heading into today's race, and starting with Michelina Baronito, who's starting on pole, collecting the 5 bonus points. Won the race at Perez Motorsports Campus. She is looking to get win number 2 here today at Bowman Gray. Second one on our driver spotlight, making his debut, is Declan. He had a couple of races in the Cup Series. Didn't see much in the way of results in those Cup races. He's looking for a better start to his truck career here today. Another person making his truck debut is Luki. I believe he said he was Czech. Another one of our European drivers. He is making his debut today, driving the WeatherTech Toyota. Other than that, we have 7 drivers in the field, so may God have mercy on your souls, as this track can barely hold 3 people, let alone 7. But the only question to ask now, drivers, are you ready? By the way, Declan, the only one that has a blank car, because I did not make his truck despite him being signed for the last 2 weeks. Yeah, this is. Unless you guys drive smart, which I doubt you will. But thankfully, the race is only 60 laps. The Cup race will be 100 tonight. Yeah, well, when football season is around the corner, I have little time. Okay. Well, I know I already asked in voice chat, but I need to ask again, in case some people have me muted for some reason. I don't know. Alright, well, 5 or 6 people are ready, so that's good enough for me. Countdown begins. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Green flag in the air from Bowman Gray Stadium. And we get through the first corner without anybody dying. That is a miracle in and of itself. They're going to dive it into the corner. We got a big pile up. They'll keep it going. That's the kind of racing you can expect at Bowman Gray. If you don't get the launch off on a start or a restart, you're probably not going to get much position. This track, built around a literal football field, as Lukey is into the grass, and he runs into the invisible barrier that's on the football field. Lap number 3 here at Bowman Gray as guys try to keep it off the wall. You guys did a pretty good job of that in practice and qualifying. I don't know what's changed now. Oh, and watch the sends there, by the way. So they're starting to file out just a little bit here. A chaotic start to the truck race as Wolf Day is into the wall off of turn 2. And big battles, especially throughout the mid-pack, as Lukey misses his braking point. That's going to cause a stack up in the back. Ladies and gentlemen, they do not nickname this track the Madhouse for nothing. And look at this, the 2 ladies up in the front here, Sweet Star and Michelina. Sweet Star qualified 2nd today. Also one of the quickest trucks in practice alongside Michelina. So the 2 ladies here showing off here at Bowman Gray Stadium. And 00 of Wolf Day, driver from Denmark, currently fighting for 5th place. Qualified pretty poorly in their qualifying run. One of the only Ford, actually the only Ford in the field here. I think the only non-Toyota in the field today. Oh, we got problems. Sweet Stars into the entrance on the pit exit. Still green. It's a 1-car accident, and she didn't collect anybody else miraculously. We got huge problems. Declan into the wall. Oh man, I don't know where Declan was in terms of position. I think he was scored 2nd when they came across the line last. Guys, keep it out of the grass. So Declan doing a lot. It's night and day with his performance so far here today and in the Cup Series. Trying to get a little bit of extra development here His team owner, Mitch, has not been active, so he has not been signed by HoloCorp like we thought he would for the season. We also have not had a chance to try him out yet. That is not his fault, that is ours for not being able to schedule, I guess. So we got battles here throughout the back of the pack. Wolf Day has fallen to the back, and they're going to send it in on the 48. That is a verbal there for the 00 for sending and putting the 48 into the wall. The 48 will retaliate as he goes to the back bumper of the 00. We got a battle for second up here between Declan and Sweetstar. Sweetstar managed to recover for the most part from her from that little incident into the wall. Sweetstar, keep it off the wall. Man, this is a much smoother race than the Cup race here last year, which says a lot about the skill of the drivers here in the Truck Series. Despite the difficult setups, they are doing pretty well for the most part. Although, we do have some potential lap traffic coming up here. The 99, 00, 48, and the 17 will have to worry about the 67 as she comes around. About half a lap separates her and the 17 of Stephen Waters, who is currently at the back. 15, 30, 45, 60. So we are currently a quarter of the way through here at Bowman Gray Stadium. The truck race here at 5 o'clock Eastern. The Cup Series will run here to round out the weekend here at Bowman Gray. Tomorrow, the trucks head to Rockingham Speedway at noon Eastern for a 60 lap race there. Or actually, I think it's a 40 lap race at Rockingham Speedway. The trucks are definitely shorter than the Cup Series intentionally. Declan seems to have gotten past the 76 as they are starting to really file out here, so might see a more calm race from now on as Lukey is trying to battle the 17. Keep in mind, Michelina right there in the frame of the photo here. She is going to try and get to the back of the 99. This could be lap traffic coming up. I don't know whether I should throw the blue flag or not. I think for Lukey, I will throw the blue flag. 99, let the lap car or leader through. Green flag back in the air, no blue yet for the 17. And I think now I will throw blue flag for the 17 truck. So let the 67 through. Good. So a very good transition of laps there between the leaders and the lap cars so far. Now she's going to try and get up to the 48 car. And now Declan has to try and negotiate with the 99 and the 17. These two battling for position. An ongoing battle for 6th. I'm going to say 99 let Declan through. Declan kind of forced the grass there. Then going to go right there. Green. Okay, you're good. You're good. That's the thing about Bowman Gray. It only takes a handful of laps before lap traffic becomes a problem. And now Michelin is going to get by the 48 of Duster. There's, trouble. Declan's around. He's into the wall. Still green. If a caution comes out here, then all those laps will be given back. So 99 to 17 trying to battle for position still. They've been kind of all over each other here so far tonight. And the 17 goes up into the wall. That's the 9, or sorry, he pushes the 99 up into the wall. Declan trying to fight for that spot there, and he is going to get by. He is currently in second place as it stands. Right now, these two trucks that he's battling with aren't even for position. That's a yellow flag and a lap car infraction for the 99. So there'll be a 1 out of 3 for the 99 for the LCI. Race back to the line. First caution of the day for something, an act of mental retardation, as we call it in the ERT. Yeah, it was actually more of the 99 just being a little too aggressive. It wasn't really... By the way, you cannot cut across the... Yes, Declan, you do get your spot back for being the victim of the LCI. So you will still be second as it stands. Lukey will be still 2 laps... Or no, not 2 laps down. He's supposed to be 1 lap down. Everybody else will get their laps back. Make sure you do cross the line. Just so I can fix laps. So everybody except for Lukey should be on the lead lap before we go back green. Doesn't look like anybody's going to pit. We did have some people say during practice that, you know, it's very easy to save here with how you have to roll the truck through the corners. So let's see if we even have a pit stop today. I'm going to assume everybody is ready. So Lukey will be the only truck one lap down, as he was the cause of the LCI. I will say that the 17 was not at fault for that, so we're all ready to go. Countdown is going to begin now. 3, 2. Why is Family Dollar 150 censored? I just saw that on the top of the screen. And a big dive into turn 1. They will kind of keep it clean. Sweet Star overshoots the corner. That's going to give Duster a chance to get back. Big trouble, and that's a caution. That was not the race back, by the way. Do another lap. That was the 48 and the 76. They did not keep it going, and they also went way off the track. Be careful, 48. Oh, that could have been trouble there. Declan and Michelle almost died there. Oh, my God. No, Sweet Star, that was... Well, actually, I'm not going to give you a 1 out of 3, but I will give you a verbal warn. Because you did kind of go wide, and then you kind of hooked... Well, I'm not going to really say hooked, but you did kind of... You did cause that wreck, so... Oh, Duster says he got sent, so... Oh, the 00... What did the 00 do? So, Lukey, congratulations, you will get your lap back. Arca brakes. That, my friends, is what we call Arca brakes. Okay. So, 2 cautions today. Other than that, it's been a pretty orderly race, which I did not expect from Bowman Gray. What did you? What is it, Declan? Oh yeah, I did. I saw that. Eric Estep said something about that. So that's how I found out the All-Star race was going to Dover, which I think is stupid, but you know. Lukey, since you got your lap back, you have to go to the back. Okay. You're going to be on the lead lap, but you're going to be restarting at the back. Because of the wave around. Okay. Everything's fine. I am very surprised. You know what? Actually, if Steve gets banned in the middle of the race, we know exactly why. He's got the free schlep user tag. So, yay. He's risking his account for all of us. Okay. So nobody's pitting still. Second caution of the day, and we are going to restart now. 3, 2, 1. Green flag back to the air at Bowman Gray Stadium. Steve gets a little bit of a late jump there. Big problems into turn 1 as people try to send each other every which way, and Sweet Star falling down the field here. And Declan muscles his way through into the lead. Michelle trying to go around the outside. Declan stay off the grass. But he doesn't really get much of an advantage there. The 67, a lot of speed going down the back straightaway. Declan will cross over. Michelle gets stumped by the 00. She'll come back up the track. We stay green. Oh, by the way, we are halfway through the race here, pretty much. This race has gone by super quick, but that's Bowman Gray for you. And a 60 lap. Oh, we got Dale Earnhardt, and that's going to be a yellow. That was the race back. That was the race back. I pressed the button before Declan crossed. Declan will lead us back to the yellow followed by Wolf Day. A third caution for an incident in turn 3. Well, you know what they say about Bowman Gray. It's pretty much impossible to pass here without bumping somebody out of the way. You kind of have to force your way through. Third caution of the day. What do they say? Cautions breed cautions. We went the first 20 or so laps without a caution, and then what's the 48 doing? Oh, he's third, isn't he? No, wait, I don't know. Yeah, it's fine, I don't really care. So still no pitters yet. Well, they don't call it the Madhouse for nothing. And all 5 fans in the grandstands are loving what they're seeing, expecting a sellout here today at the Cup race. And a lot of these lap cars are definitely loving with the cautions coming out, keeping them off onto the lead lap. Green flag back in the air as Lukey gets held up there by Steve. Another bad restart for the 17, but here comes the 67. 3 wide for the lead at Bowman Gray. That is not going to work. And somehow they make it work. 3 wide at Bowman Gray Stadium usually is a fatal recipe, but not that time. They keep it clean. It's pretty telling when the Truck Series is a better racing quality than the Cup Series. If this was the Cup race, they would die instantly. Oh, I forgot to change the flag. It's supposed to be green. 19 laps to go here at Bowman Gray Stadium here early in the morning, at least for me. It is currently 10:30 in the morning. I just woke up an hour ago. Oh, into the wall, and Michelle getting raced by Declan there. We got smoke on the front straightaway as they're single file, the 00, looking for anything that they can. Dan Foss Ford just recently switched to full-time in the Truck Series. She is going for points here tonight. And the 67 drives it in deep. Here comes Sweet Star coming up for third. Easily the best performance we've seen out of that 76 in her career here in the ERT. She was getting... Oh, as soon as I say that, she goes into the wall. Oh. Well, I guess the commentator's curse is a real thing. You think I learned that from my work in the real world. Speaking of which, I go back to work on Saturday. I hate my life. It was a fun summer off dealing with you idiots, and now I have to do this professionally. So we got Declan still racing with Michelle for the lead. We got lap trucks up in the distance as well. The 48 looks to be the first truck to go a lap down here shortly. He's got to defend for the next 14 laps. I wouldn't really say defend, but now, well, there's no chance in hell of that because Michelle is going to get by the 48. We got problems as Declan forces the 48 into the wall there. And Declan he's going to try to send it in, and he will miss. 12 laps to go at Bowman Gray Stadium. The Madhouse. An absolutely mad dash to the finish here as Declan sends the 67. Verbal there as she did kind of go into the wall. Got to be a little careful on this. A little tap to the back bumper is okay. But ramming into her at full speed is just not going to work as Lukey is going to come into pit road. That will probably put him multiple laps down. Be careful coming out of pit road. Lukey, did you stop in the box and press the button? Well, it doesn't... Oh, shit. That's a verbal for Declan. Oh, that's okay because the 67 is going to retaliate. 9 laps to go here at Bowman Gray Stadium. Declan fighting for the lead. His first start in the Truck Series. Looking for his first win. His first Electric Racing Tour win at that. Remember Yanov from Homestead last week. Unfortunately couldn't make the race today. Oh, and there comes Declan as the 67 throws a block on him. They're fighting here in the grass. 7 laps to go. Sweet Star quietly up in third. Declan gets into a wall snag. That might have just curbed his chances of winning this race. Wolf Day is up there with Sweet Star battling for third right now. 6 laps to go here at Bowman Gray Stadium. Here comes... sorry, I'm trying to look for Sweet Star. There she go. Here comes Sweet Star trying to defend that 00 as the Ford is looking for third here. Remember, she will be getting points out of this. She just transitioned over from getting Cup points to Truck points because of the time zone thing in the Cup Series. She figured it'd just be easier to run here and easier to make races here than compared to Cup. So they switched over to the Truck Series. They were going to originally run a non-point schedule, but that kind of changed. 4 laps to go at Bowman Gray Stadium. A lot of battles throughout the field here as Sweet Star is trying to hold on to finish third. She's got the 00 right there on her bottom. She's going to leave that bottom lane open here. The 00 is going to look to the toward the drainage system here on the racetrack. At least I assume that's what those little squares are. The 00 will get to the back bumper. She'll send her in here on the front straightaway. 2 laps to go. Oh, and that was a little dirty there by the 00. I'm going to say a verbal warn. 1 lap to go. Presented by Hankook. Michelina won the race at Perez Motorsports Campus. She's looking for win number 2. She's got to do battle with Declan first, and she'll go wide. It's going to be a drag race. Michelina is going to win at Bowman Gray Stadium. A photo finish here in the truck race. And we will definitely have to look back at the film. But I do 100% believe that Michelina won the race, but I will definitely look back at the footage. I don't think I've ever had to review a finish based off of the footage, and we got the owner of MRT saying Michelina won, although take that with a grain of salt. Ooh, Declan dooring the 67 here. That is legal. Well, at least what he was doing was legal. They were dragged. Yep, Michelina won. 100% clear cut. 67 is your race winner. And Steven is kicking the 99 truck in pit road. So Michelina, we will get the victory lane out for you. We do have victory lane buried underneath the racetrack. So be careful. I am going to lift victory lane I'm going to lift victory lane here. And we got people giving each other the finger here. Well, as always, today's victory is fueled by Maverik. Good Lord, I messed that one up. Today's victory's first stop is fueled by Maverik, Adventure's first stop. Michelina, if you could press the buttons to get the confetti. And where the fuck did the trophy go? That doesn't matter. You know what? I'll get the confetti. Oh, never mind. Nope, you already got it. You're good. You're good. So, what a race. The truck's debut here at Bowman Gray. The Cup Series will run their second annual race here at Bowman Gray at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern. This race was pretty quick, which is what I expected, and Michelina Baranina, her second career win in the ERT Maverik E-Truck Series. Picture has been taken. If you want to do a stupid dance and have me retake the picture, then that's up to you. So there's no trophy, unfortunately, just money. I'm just joking. We don't pay our drivers. But yeah, that is going to conclude. I guess that will conclude the race here at Bowman Gray Stadium. A wild Division II race that can only spell good things for what the Cup Series is going to bring. The number 67 Toyota for Medic Racing Team will get their second win of the season. Their first non-super speedway win. So we know now that the 67 is a legitimate threat in the Hankook E-Truck Series. Of course, Michelina Baranina will also be running a non-points schedule in the Cup Series as well. So we can expect to see her try and duke it out for wins on the Cup circuit. With that being said, we're going to sign out here, at least for right now, here from Bowman Gray Stadium. Please tune in here on Nick the Rabbit Sports at 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern as the Hankook E-Cup Series battles here at the Madhouse. Michelina Baranina with her second win of the season. And that being said, until next time, and you know there will be a next time, have a good one. Michelina Baranina wins at Bowman Gray Stadium.